Hey gang, it's Gator with Delray Survival with another updated list of what I think are most forgotten bug out bag items, and I'll throw in a few that are probably I would call a luxury item, and then one at the very end that will surprise you. First off, we're going to start off with a Silcock. Now this is also known as a water key, and as you can see, it's got 4 different sizes on this little lug. They call it like a mini lug wrench. What this will do is access any commercial building that has a spigot on the side so you can have access to water during an emergency situation. Now, I'm not an advocate of theft, but in an emergency situation, this little bad boy can get you all the water you need. And it's also good to have something to put it in. I recommend a clean canteen, preferably a single wall container. Second up is your medication. Now, I take a fair amount of medication. I don't know about the rest of you. They usually say 3 days supply. This is for 7 because really you don't want to run out, and having and needing your medication could be the difference of, in some cases, life or death. So number 2 is your meds. Number 3, we're going to go with a bandana. These have so many uses. You can use them as a tourniquet, filter water, carry food around your neck, around your head, the top of your head. Check out Such at the Sensible Prepper. He has a video on 40 different uses for a bandana. Now also with the bandana, I do recommend a Shemagh. Now these are great. I have got about like 3 or 4 of these in different colors. And again, you can use them for a tourniquet, maybe an arm sling, wrap around your head, your neck. There's also a video on how to use this and how to wrap it up, and the different ways to wrap around your head. So number 3 is a bandana and / Shemagh. Number 4 is something a lot of people overlook, because basically in a bug out situation you need water, and you can only last 3 days without it. And after that, your body will start to shut down. Now, some cases, people will use a LifeStraw. Now, these are pretty good. I like these. Or just dip them right in. I got a couple of these. Some people like the Katadyn. Some people like the Berkey. But what I really like is this, the Mini Sawyer. And the great thing about this is this will filter up to 100,000 gallons of water. And also, the one thing I like about this one, the Mini Sawyer, is the adapter will fit to the top of a smart water bottle. So you can just fill that, put the adapter on, and drink it right from the bottle. So it's very important to have water purification. That's on our list at number 4. Number 5, you're probably going to drink some bad water, maybe eat something that's a little dusty for your stomach. Anti-diarrhea. That's right. You can get these at the dollar store. Get a couple extra boxes to have, but somewhere along the line, you could eat something or drink something that's going to sit right with you, and that's where these will come in handy. So number 5, anti-diarrhea. Next up, if you got Montezuma's Revenge, toilet paper. I mean, it's great for having in a pinch. If I've got to go, I don't want to spend all my time looking around for a handful of leaves. So take out the insert, make sure you got at least about a half a roll, put that in a Ziploc bag so it doesn't get wet. Now, of course, if you're working it from both ends, and I hate to use that expression, oral hygiene. Great to have, again, the dollar store, toothbrush, toothpaste, got the little cover for it. It's great to have. I have a little, what you call a hygiene bag. It's got this, it's got the toilet paper, dental floss, it's got mouthwash, body wash, wet wipes. Those are great to have if you run out of toilet paper. So again, oral hygiene and a toothbrush is number 7. Number 8, if you're in a grid down situation and there's no electricity, a map, paper map of where you live is always going to come in handy. And of course, I do recommend with that, a map is a compass. And knowing how to use these two hand in hand, again, you can find your way around, know where safe places are, places in the road, water, so forth and so on. So number 7 is a map and a compass. Let's see what we got here. Number 9, I would consider this a luxury item, but a hand crank radio. Again, this has got the flashlight on the front. You can get AM, FM with this. It'll also pick up the weather, and I believe it's got a little, I think it's got a little siren on this, but I think I got this online for like $13. So, having a hand radio is very important. Another item up, number 10, is this bad boy, an SAS survival guide. If you have this and a sharp knife, your chances are of survival have increased 100%. A good sharp knife will clothe you, feed you, keep you warm and dry. So having one of these is an essential. Okay, so that's number 10. Number 11 is a communications. This is a Bofang ham radio. I've got 2 of these. I also have a set of 36-mile walkie-talkies. But again, this could come in very handy if you need to reach out to someone. Maybe you're lost, contact emergency support, what have you. And then make sure you register this with your local association so you don't get in trouble with the FCC. So, number 11, comm radio. Next up on our item is, a lot of people usually forget this, but something like this, again, come in very handy. This is the new Fiskars 10-inch folding saw. And the reason I got this, because at Lowe's, this was almost $20, but it offers a lifetime warranty. So if this breaks for any reason, you take it back to Lowe's, they will give you a brand new folding saw. Pretty sweet, huh? Fiskars. I've also got the Baco Laplander and the Silky Pocket Boy. So that would be number 12. Number 13 is, I always hear people talk about this, but I've never seen one in somebody's to-go bag or bug-out bag, and that's a small cooking set. 2 lids. It's got the deep one, it's got the shallow one, it's got sponge, a couple of bowls, comes in a bag. Now the great thing about this, you can store this in the inside of your bag, or you can use the little carabiner and attach it to the drawstring and carry it on the outside of your bag. But of all people how say important having a cooking set, I've never seen one in someone's bug-out video. So, number 13 is a cooking set, excuse me. Number 14 are zip ties. These can come in a variety of uses, most of all for setting up your camp, your shelter. These are 12-inch in a bag of 50. So, zip ties are very inexpensive. I also have the small cable ties as well for smaller jobs. So, zip ties come in at number 14. Number 15 is a headlamp. This is the Lux Pro headlamp. It's great to have this because you can operate whatever you're doing hands-free. I mean, it's very difficult to hold a flashlight in one hand and do something with the other. This, you have both hands free to do what you want. This takes 3 AAA batteries, but I did get with this, I got the new Duracell Ultimatum, whatever they call it, the brand new, the longer lasting, longer life. Those go with this, and this really puts out a fair amount of light. So, number 15 was the headlamp. Number 16, bug spray. I live in a fairly wooded area, and I can't tell you how many times I've had to use this out driving, because it really does work. Keeps off flies, mosquitoes, ticks, whatever's coming at you. But even if you get the smaller one, the travel size, it's always good to have some bug spray on you just to keep those nasty critters away. So number 16 is bug spray. Number 17, I kind of got hooked on this from Such at the Sensible Prepper, is the little small pry bar. This is a Stanley 7.5-inch pry bar. Excuse me, 7.5 inch. And this is great for, maybe busting a lock, getting in a door, prying your way, maybe getting in somebody's car. This is essential to have. I've got 3 of these. I have each one on each of my bags. So number 17 is a pry bar. Number 18 is a solar bank charger. I just got this because I couldn't find the other one, and I found it in another bag. But the great thing about this one, it has on the end, it's got 2 plugs. But the good thing about this is one for an Android, one for an iPhone. So, and then it's got the plug in here, and then in the front, it's got 2 lights instead of 1. And check this out. Mini button compass. And the great thing, another good thing about this is it's got the little carabiner attached to it. You can hang this on the outside of your bag, charged up while you're walking along. No fuss, no muss. So, number 17, no, I'm sorry, excuse me, 18 was a pry bar. Number 19, cash. Cold, hard cash. Cash is king. In a power situation, grid dead situation, you probably won't be able to use a credit card, debit card. This is $100 in small bills. It's mostly 5s and 1s and 2 10s. But having cash on hand could really mean the difference of getting something you really need. So always remember to have cash. Not a lot, just enough to get you through. That's number 19. Number 20 is your identification and documents to prove to people who you are. And then you can put on this one when they also put some documents in you can laminate them, keep those in your bag as well. I have 2 more items. I skipped over one, was a sewing kit. Now remember, what you wear is part of your shelter, but having this on hand is again another forgotten item because you may tear your pants, rip your shirt, you may not have a spare. This will come in handy. So always have a sewing kit on hand. And last but not least, this was the one I thought would surprise you, having extra space in your bug out bag. Now remember, it's nice to have all these things in your bag, but if you need something extra and you come across some extra supplies, it's nice to have that room in your bag to put it in so you can continue on with what you need to do. A lot of people will get their bag feeling completely full and they've got no room for nothing else. But having a little extra space in your bag, again, could prove to be invaluable. And also, remember, customize your bag to your tastes, your area where you live. I know I had another comment from Prepared Norseman who said a lot of people don't carry sleeping bags, maybe a sleeping pad. Those could come in handy, even a yoga mat. But having something between you and the ground, and then if you can, carry a couple of extra 2 or 3 55-gallon 3 mil trash bags. You can use those again for shelter, a tarp, fill it with leaves to make a bed, haul food, water, what have you. But having at least 2 or 3 on hand could really make a difference. So if you liked the video, I hope you liked what you saw. If you like my channel, subscribe. Please leave a comment, an idea, a suggestion. The more information we all can share, the better prepared we can be. Thanks for watching. You guys have a great day.